Hello there again, and welcome back to My Life, My Way. Okay, I'm not sure if I've ever actually introduced myself, but hi, I'm Trish, and I live in Adelaide, which is in South Australia. Okay, so weather's definitely changed here, which is great. We've just hit spring officially. We're still getting some cold days, but this weekend we have a forecast of 21 degrees. So we are off. Drew and I have packed the car. It's Friday afternoon. It is 3:20. We should be at our destination by about 20 past 4. Fingers crossed all goes well. But yes, the new beds are done. The cruise control's been fitted, and we are off to see how our first adventure in the new Gypsy Girl goes. So yes, very excited, very happy. It's been a few weeks since I have been away, so very much looking forward to putting my feet in the dirt and just being out in nature, and yeah, avoiding what is grand final football weekend here in Australia. And I don't like football, so I'm quite happy to. Hopefully, school holidays have just started too, but I'm really hoping that most people will stay in town because of the football and things won't be too hectic out here on the river. Next weekend is a long weekend, so I'm still debating on what to do for the long weekend. Camping here on a long weekend can be pretty full on, and people don't seem to. I mean, I know everyone wants to get away, but they don't seem to understand that people don't want you right next to them when they're camping. There's nothing that pisses me off more than when you're sitting there trying to have solitude time and some idiot pulls in and thinks that it's okay to park super close. And it's like, well, if I really wanted to be that close to other people, I would have stayed in the city. So, I don't know yet. I'm thinking about maybe doing a bum around weekend out on the York Peninsula, which is over on the ocean. Here we have to be a little bit careful with the oceans at the moment. I think over in New York things are pretty much okay. We have a huge algae bloom here that is hitting Adelaide pretty bad at the moment. It started up in the Fleurieu Peninsula, and now even our beaches in the city are copping it. So it's really not nice. It causes health issues for people and for dogs. So yeah, so maybe I'll just bounce around New York, not really camp, but just go to catch up on, see a few little coastal towns, go on some nice walks, and just get out of the city, but hopefully away from people too. So anyway, I will keep you posted on how the new setup goes and where we end up. But the aim for tonight is we're headed to Holder Bend again, which is just out of Lake Worry. So when daylight savings really hasn't kicked in here yet, so it's still, we get daylight a lot longer, but not until 9:30 like usual. So I don't really like to rock up somewhere unknown late in the evening, so it's just easier to go somewhere we know for the minute. Tomorrow night we may move on. We've been told about a place at Blanchetown. Sorry about the reflection here. It's clearly, well, that's a little bit better. Just move over like this. But yeah, so I might move to a different spot tomorrow. Because I want to tweak with the setup a little bit, and then yeah, go on there's a couple of nice walks around Wakery and the lookouts up there. So try those tomorrow. But either way, we are out of the city and cannot be happier about that. So yes, we will. He's just so content in the car. But it is a bit hot in here. I really need to put the windows down, which will make it too loud for you guys because it's very windy. So I'm going to end this one here, and I will touch base with you when there's more to report. But fingers crossed, it's a successful trip. Stay tuned. Well, here we are. We have arrived at camp. Nothing to set up. God, I absolutely love that. Mr. Drew's had his dinner. Look at that smile. And we've been for a quick walk. And we're back at Holder Bend. Got a really nice little spot this time round. Nice little entrance to the water. Like that where we're swimming. We do have neighbours, but they don't seem to have a dog. Unfortunately, those neighbours do, but they're not here at the minute. Right, river action, which is always nice. Oh, that sunshine's beautiful. And then we have, there we go. No fridge in the front seat anymore, that's just the entertainment box. So that's got speaker, portable solars, lights, books, maps, crosswords. Oh, not even showing you, but yeah, that's just got all of the entertainment stuff in it, ready for whenever I need it. And then obviously there's Drew's bags. And yeah, fridge here, which, as Amanda from Adventuring with Amanda taught me, open it the other way, that way it stays open. We have food, drinks, everything that's needed for 2 days. And then we have the toilet, which is needed. Which obviously when it becomes night time, the toilet will just slide over to here, which is not a problem, that's easy to move. And then we have the star of the show, the new bed. So yeah, and we don't get much out. I have, where are we? If I flip this round, is it going to be for me? Oh yeah, wow. Okay, so we'll just give you the view of the river and then you can go blind. So the plan is, I have spoken with a friend of mine who is also a van traveller, and we're going to meet up tomorrow. She gets her van back from the mechanics tomorrow, so she's going to drive out. We're going to stay here at Holders Bend tonight and have a nice lazy morning, and then get up and there's a couple of walking spots in Waikerie that I want to try, and then we're going to mosey on to Blanchetown, and there's some more camping just over the bridge on the side of the road. Well, you sort of go down, same as here, around and then under. See, because basically the highway is, I don't know if we'll be able to see, if you look up there, there is a highway just up there, so we have come along there and then just through here, and it sort of loops back down and around and comes into here. We're actually right at the beginning of the campgrounds, which is not too bad. We've got a nice spot under some shade at this time, so we last time open because we were a bit too late, but we've got a bit of a shaded spot here, so that would be nice if we were staying. Mr. Drew, this way please, because you're going to knock my drink off the table. Come on. So yeah, and then after, she should be here, well, in these parts around lunchtime tomorrow, hopefully, maybe a bit after. So I will meet her and bring her down to wherever we find to camp, and she will be spending the evening on the river with us. So that will be nice. Well, that's it till now, till later. I'm going to enjoy the chill evening. Okay, well, it's a bit glary, but I've had to put a thing up so that the sun doesn't beam in on my fridge. So it's time to eat. It's what, 5:30, nearly 6, quarter to 6 or something here. Now I don't think you guys know very much about me, but I am the lunch lady. So I don't know what they're called all around the world, but obviously here in Australia we have what we call lunch vans. So we drive around from 7:30 in the morning to about 1:30 in the afternoon. We have set routes that we do every day, same places we go, and I'll have maybe do a video on what I do for a living. But anywho, so basically we drive around and we feed people all day. We sell food. So tonight's dinner comes care of work, because you never really know what you want to do or what you're gonna get. So I always make sure I've got something, I don't know, either pre-made, which I often bring a lot of pre-made food when I go away, just so I don't have to deal with cooking from scratch. Like I bought a pre-made meal for tomorrow night's dinner. I chop things up, have things ready to go, so I don't really have to do a hell of a lot of work. So tonight I had a bit of food left over today off the lunch truck. So tonight we are having a Caesar salad, dressing on the side, and there we go. Thanks very much, work. I appreciate it. It would have gone in the bin. So, and we have to be careful what we transport up into what we call our riverland, because of fruit fly. So you can't bring up fruit and vegetables that you've bought from Adelaide into the riverland. I have somehow figured out that if it's all chopped up or ready to go, they really can't whinge, because you would be able to see if it had fruit fly in it. So all my breakfast stuff I pre-chop, so that way they can't say, oh well, you have to chuck that in the bin, because I'm not chucking any food in the bin. I'm trying to find a fork, by the way, in my little bag of goodies here somewhere along the line. Mr. Drew, why are you playing with my foot? Alright, I have found a fork. There we go. So I like to make sure that everything's very easily accessible. As I said, depending on the time of year, by the time I finish work, which is generally pretty early, like I finish work at 1:30 most days, 1:45 on a Friday. So, but by the time you drive an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to wherever you're planning on going, you sort of, especially in the middle of winter, you don't really want to get somewhere in the dark and then have to prepare food. So my first thing that I do when I get to camp is feed and water the dog, because he eats a lot earlier than what I do. So he's had his food, we've been for a walk, and now he just keeps giving me the eyes, and I got a funny feeling he just wants to climb up on that couch because he's a lazy bones. So leave that in here. Mix the dressing through, and then I'm going to go sit out by the river and eat my dinner and watch the sunset. Does it get much better than this? I'm not really sure, but what can I say? Work, you make a really good Caesar salad. Not as good as mine, but hey, I didn't have to make it, so you can't be picky. Alright, that's dinner sorted.